In this video, I answer a very simple question, and the question is how frequently are GRZ government securities auctions held? So, how often and how frequent does the Bank of Zambia, on behalf of the government of the Republic of Zambia, go out to the public to borrow money through treasury bills and government bonds? That's the question that we have today. And how do you go about knowing when these dates are? So this is very simple. What the Bank of Zambia usually does is they first and foremost have a calendar, which I want you to know about. So there is a government securities calendar. If you are an investor in government securities, this is an important calendar for you in the year. If you are a would-be investor in government securities, this is an important calendar that you need to know about. So the first and foremost is that they advertise on their website, the Bank of Zambia website, www.boz.zm. When you log on to that website, you go under bonds and treasury bills. You will find this link, government securities issuance calendar. A very important calendar for you and me as investors in government bonds. So you can see currently on their site, it shows that they have been issuing this calendar since 2019. The most recent one being the calendar for the fourth quarter of 2023. So let's just open one of these. So it will read something like this. It's a public notice, by the way. So every quarter, currently the practice by the Bank of Zambia is that every quarter they will issue a public notice like this one, where they will state the auction dates for treasury bills and the auction dates for government bonds. So for treasury bills, normally there is an auction once every 2 weeks. So they will issue a public notice announcing the dates in that quarter. So obviously a quarter is 3 months. So within that 3 months, so in this particular case from October all the way up to December, on which dates will the Bank of Zambia be holding auctions for treasury bills. So that's what we have in the first table there. The second table is one that shows the calendar for government bonds. So for government bonds, there is one auction every month. And so in a quarter, there will be 3 auctions. And normally, the trend is that the auctions are held every last Friday of the month. Not always the case, but it's more often than not. The bond auctions are held every last Friday of the month. And so this is an important calendar that you should have. Make sure that within a quarter you know exactly when treasury bills and auctions for treasury bills and auction for government bonds will be held. That way you are able to plan how you go about investing in that particular quarter. So today being what's the date today? It's 23rd October 2023. If you've noticed, we have gotten into a bond auction week. So this week on Friday, there will be an auction for government bonds for the first month in this fourth quarter of the year 2023. It also shows that the other auction date will be on the 24th of November, the other one on the 22nd of December. So with these dates, as an investor, make sure that you have this marked in your calendar and you prepare yourself to, to bid and invest in government bonds. So that's one way in which you know when the auction dates will be held. The other way is that this same document, at the time that it is published on the Bank of Zambia website, it is also published in the daily newspapers. I have particularly seen it in the Zambia Daily Mail newspaper published, and as a public notice to members of the public and to investors in government securities. Yes, so yeah, that's it. I wish you a fruitful week as we get into this bond investment week. Good evening.